Welcome back to Rugby Rundown, where I do in this video more of a breakdown of what I think happened with the All Blacks coming into the Bledisloe Cup game. I will be breaking down my opinion on their selection, my opinion on some of the performances, mainly Rieko Ioane's, and my opinion on Ian Foster and some of the backlash he's received as his first game ahead as head coach. This video I decided to do because I love the Wallabies, but I don't really know them that well. Well, I shouldn't say I love them. I love their performance, and I love what the coach looks like he's trying to do. But I was more interested in the All Blacks because coming into this, they had looked like they were going to blow through everyone. Wallabies wouldn't have a chance. South Africa hasn't looked great in their Super Rugby, and it looked like if they were to play against New Zealand in the Rugby Championship, they would get blown out. And the result you had was Australia put in a great performance, but New Zealand came out kind of underwhelming. And I think the reason for this was, like I said, the selection, the performance, and just overall, there was a momentum, shift at halftime that I think really helped the Wallabies. And I shouldn't say momentum shift, but momentum reaffirmation, if that makes sense. So starting off with the selections, my big issue was with Damian McKenzie coming from off the team to start. To preface this, I love Damian McKenzie. I think he's a great player. But when you come from 2 days out, having to prepare to start, in a high-level test match like that, it's very difficult. What I think they should have done was when Beauden Barrett drops out due to his Achilles tendon injury, you bring in Jordie Barrett from the wing to fullback, his position where he has been the informed fullback during the Super Rugby Aotearoa season. You bring Caleb Clark off the bench onto the starting wing position, and you bring D-back onto the bench waiting to come on in those last minutes when you need him. My reasoning for this is, like I said, Jordie Barrett has been the informed 15. So to have him start in his comfortable position, I feel like we would have gotten just that much better of a performance from Jordie Barrett. In terms of Caleb Clark, I thought he did great. I know it's his debut, and sometimes you don't want to start someone who's making their debut. But when he got the ball, he was making some hard yards. He was breaking past defenders and just getting that go forward that the All Blacks needed. Damian McKenzie, he had a great game overall, but the thing is, I really think that formation of Jordie Barrett and Caleb Clark would have been great starting. Plus, George Bridge had a phenomenal game on his side of the wing, so I think that would have been your optimal starting line. Also, I really would have loved to see Will Jordan. If I were to change anything in those people that were selected, I know I was just talking about that back three, but Will Jordan has had an amazing season with the Crusaders. Again, it's his debut, so you're hesitant, but I feel like it would have been amazing to see what he could do out there against the Wallabies. I mean, he's just been phenomenal, and he's super, super talented. So I was a little disappointed in the fact that he got left off the roster. Besides that, I mean, Richie Mo'unga at 10 makes sense. Aaron Smith over TJ Perenara, I could debate, but I understand where they're coming from because Aaron Smith has been the starting All Blacks 9 for a long time, and he actually had a good performance. And most of the forward pack I was okay with. I didn't see any issues there. I thought that they did their part. As for the performance, my main issue was Rieko Ioane's performance. I think, first of all, on the first try, it could have been called back because he steps out of bounds. He drops the ball trying to put it down right before the half, which was his big mistake that everyone saw. You just have to put the ball down. And he gets caught not drifting well enough, which gives an overlap, which leads directly to one of the Wallabies tries. I've been a huge supporter of Rieko Ioane. I love watching him play. I loved him at 11 when he was in the All Blacks there. I was actually pretty upset when he was getting snubbed for the World Cup, and you had Sevu Reece and George Bridge come in. I thought that Rieko Ioane deserved a shot, like he'd earned a spot in that World Cup. But him coming in at center, and I've advocated for him to have a chance here at center. he just didn't look right. There was something, I think he just has to get used to playing center at test level, and he'll be able to fit in, but it just didn't look like a good showing tonight, and I felt that was very unfortunate, and it did hurt the All Blacks very much in the long run. And then the third thing that I mentioned was momentum, and my reasoning for this is kind of directed with the Rico Ioane's inability to score that try when he dropped it. Going into that, the Wallabies had put in an aggressive first half. They'd had the ball for most of the half. All Blacks had barely had the ball. Yet the score was 8-3, and then it was going to be 15-3 going into the half. So despite having a lackluster start, they would be going into the half with a 15-3 lead. And this is the All Blacks, I mean. But instead, you drop the ball. The lead's not that great. Wallabies still feel like they're in it. They still feel like they've almost won the half, like they've tired out the All Blacks even though they're losing. And you can come out, you get the difference of the All Blacks coming out feeling like they've beaten the Wallabies and the Wallabies feeling like they put it all and it hasn't really worked, versus the Wallabies coming out feeling like they're still in this and the All Blacks being like, oh no, we can't let this happen. That, I think, was just huge, I think, overall in terms of how the game ended up just progressing and how things turned out. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to next week. I'll be interested to see what happens. Of course I'll be tuning in, but I'm interested to see how the All Blacks will respond to such an aggressive push from the Wallabies. My next big thing I wanted to talk about was Ian Foster. Now, Ian Foster's coming in from the head coach, and you've had two new head coaches in this game. Dave Rennie, who I think did an amazing job for Australia, especially coming after Michael Cheika. To be fair, Michael Cheika was not a great head coach, but he was there for a long time, so to come in with a team that's familiar with a different coach and put in that performance was amazing. But Ian Foster, I feel, has been getting a lot of hate that he doesn't deserve. Steve Hansen, when he was in control 2 or 3 years ago, was getting criticism despite having won 2 World Cups in a row as the New Zealand head coach. So I feel like it's very... people are being very quick to judge Ian Foster based off of one night. Yes, he's new to this, and yes, he should have been better prepared, but also, like I said, even though you're new to this, you've been around a while, but also he is new to this. It's kind of this back and forth, like this paradox almost. Like, he's new, but he should know what he's doing. That being said, like I said, he just took the reins. I thought that he did a good job coaching. Really, I think people are being a bit quick to judge. Even he mentioned, like, there's stuff that they didn't show. Like, he was like, you can't be too quick to show your hand this early in the season. So I think really when it comes down to it, I think that he should be given more of a chance before people are so quick to judge, like, oh, he shouldn't be here, he shouldn't be here. And I know Razor with the Crusaders as a head coach has been amazing, and a lot of people wanted him to take over. But Ian Foster has been with the organization for a long time, so I think he should really have a fair run of it before he gets booted out. Anyways, guys, sorry again for the long video. If you guys want, I can break these down even smaller parts each week. Thank you for watching this long, if you have watched this long, and I look forward to doing more videos like this. Next week is the next test. I will actually be doing a prediction video for that. It probably will be biased because I'm an All Blacks fan, but I'll make sure to lay out my thoughts for both teams before that. And in the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. Just spread the word and let us know if there's anything we can improve. All right. Peace.